I was 12 years old and living life on a high, so happy to just be achieving, yet inside, my soul was grieving. That invisible monster of emptiness rearing its head when friendships failed me over and over, when my inability to people please became a phobia, and my guaranteed failure, my falling short of the line, just goes to show you that whatever I was putting my hope in, my trust, my identity, the very thing I was worshipping in an attempt to please and find myself, was walking me swiftly away from Emilie and straight towards the machine of ideologies created by the world, media and culture. A machine ready to churn me up and spit me out as a plastic human who met the perfection points of a people who get to decide what is desired and what is detested. And it was in that threat of a dangerous, purposeless future that he found me. Cupping my face in his hands, pulling me in closely, telling me that he saw me, he knew me and he loved me. And even now, he is still my first love. I'm not talking about a boyfriend, no, something so much greater, a saviour. Flashback, I was 13 and learning more about this hero. They called him Jesus, a man both fully human and fully God who left his heavenly throne to be born a helpless baby and live a life of sacrifice just to free us. And then they played me a video clip. A dramatic portrayal of a man that did not quit after having his back ripped open with hooked whips, tearing, yanking, shredding away his righteous skin, revealing his righteous blood. And covered in that royal red, he then hung by his wrists and his ankles after nails crushed through his bones to fasten him there. Beaten, bruised, mocked and stripped bare, waiting for the decreasing air to make his breathing cease, leaving him deceased. And what did he do? What did he do? He turned his head to the heavens and asked God to forgive us. Through all of that torture and agony, he thought about me, he thought about you, he thought about us. So what did I do? I said yes. And what did I find? That being a Christian was so different to how everyone has suggested that it would be. The world has it wrong. It's not about rules and regulations, do's and don'ts, cans and can'ts. It's about having a second chance, and a third, and a fourth, and a fifth. It's about knowing that when it comes to God loving everyone, you have not been missed. What's better than being told that you're a child of God? The world couldn't give me a better label even if it tried, because now I live my life knowing that the creator of all of this died just so that he could have eternity with me. And in return, I want to live a life of which he will be well pleased. Maybe you think I sacrifice a lot in comparison to the normal pleasure-filled way of living. But I ask you, is that really living? Waking up to a new naked body, week in and week out, getting so drunk that I black out, or even becoming so focused on being the best that I'll trample on whomever to achieve my quest for success. And after I found Jesus, all of those things became so unappealing, and I soon realised it's because they were only feeding one thing: me. I just have to look at the world around to see that one, those things never truly satisfy, and two, having myself at the centre made everything seem irrelevant and unnecessary, giving life no greater purpose, making it pointless and momentary. But Jesus brings hope and makes life worth living. For all of the crap that the world can bring, out of all of it, I promise you one thing, that God is the only one that's truly for our hearts and our lives all of the time. He doesn't have those moments of weakness where he satisfies himself first. He doesn't have those off days when he decides not to forgive us and makes us hurt. He doesn't fall short of promises, doesn't run away, doesn't lie, doesn't cheat, doesn't lead us astray. He is there constantly, loving us unconditionally and forever pursuing us right into eternity. And he does all of that without making a fuss. That is why I love and I follow Jesus.